It's not unusual for us to invite down somebody who has built a reputation either in business or in industry and just ask...
Don't think I need an introduction, do I?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I probably should give you an introduction anyway. if
they know who I am.
Yeah, we're lucky to have with us today David Brent. Who is a former manager of a Slough-based paper. Could you just let me finish this? Sorry, because time's against us. We're really against it today. This is David Brent. He's a former manager of a paper merchant, and now he's a management consultant. David, if I can ask you...
Hello, Microsoft dudes. Relax, I've done this quite a few times now, so expert by now. And I'm not going to sell you the usual, excuse my French, management bullshit. You've heard that enough for the last 10 minutes. You are a company and therefore part of a family, and it doesn't matter whether you're the T-boy or the MD. You know, you are... Who is the MD at the moment? Who's the MD?
Well, we're sort of in a transitional phase now. We're sort of looking for someone else.
Are you looking for an MD now?
Kind of, yeah.
Right, what sort of... I'd be interested in that. So, what sort of vibe are you looking for in a...
Well, it's obviously someone who's had a great deal of experience at the very top end of management.
Sure. What sort of bunts would I be looking at if I was to take it? What sort of 40 grand a year?
I think probably, I think safely say 40 grand, yes.
50? Okay.
Possibly even more.
Well, then I would I get a company car? Because if I was to be the MD, you know, the sort of figurehead of Microsoft, I'd need something to reflect that. Could I get a new Mondeo?
A new Mondeo?
Yeah,
I think I think they probably sort of. I'm not really the person to
Sure. I talk to the organ grinder. But will Sir William of Gates be at the interviews?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Too busy.
As are we, actually. So if we can crack on with...
Sure. Time is money. As I try to sell to Timex, because I'm always thinking of stuff. If I was to take over, I'd have a real sort of left and right overview of the marketing, thinking of stuff off the top of my head. Something like posters everywhere, big campaign to make them, on tubes, so big, and it would have Microsoft stuff. It's as cheap as chips. Value for money, chips, silicon chips.
Yeah, we make software.
All right, and that's just off the top of my head. So, always thinking.
Now, David, I know you've been looking closely at our Microsoft values, and you're going to help us to think about those today. We feel that the values must inform all of our interactions, both within and beyond the company. And if we can start by just looking at one of those core values, the notion of working and communicating with integrity and honesty, very important. And what are your thoughts on that?
Very important. That is... Let me tell you a story. I was interviewing a guy once for a job, and I said to him, are you qualified for this job? He went, not really. I went, right. Have you handled cash before? He went, no. I went, well, have you worked in a team before? He went, no, look, I just don't think I'm right for this job. I went, whoa, your honesty and integrity tells me that you are right for this job. Start Monday. So, I had to let him go by Wednesday. He was awful. He didn't know what he was doing, but he'd been honest about that. What he hadn't been honest about was the thieving. So, bear that in mind next time someone comes up to you and goes, I'm an honest person, I've got integrity, look them back in the eye and go, have you? Because 9 times out of 10 they'll be lying. Just be careful. Don't trust anyone in business. It's dangerous.
Okay, well, if we could move on to another of our core values, which is making sure that we're open and respectful in all of our dealings. Obviously, a key factor in making anything work is a constant flow of ideas. And obviously, not everything is going to be valuable, but obviously, if we pool our resources, then normally something obviously can generate from that.
And the good thing about that is that after a few months, you sort of get to know who's got good ideas and who's coming up with all the rubbish ones, or none at all. Ban them from the meetings and concentrate on the ones that have been having the good ideas. And reward them and eventually sack the other ones. Wow, I don't think Bill Gates made his fortune by spending time in meetings with idiots. I bet no one watching this has ever spoken to him. Yeah, so be easier to talk to Osama bin Laden. He's a busy man. He doesn't need Although if you are one of the people with good ideas, keep stum. Why give them away? Again, I don't think Gates made his billions by putting his hand up to his boss in the early days and going, "Dear boss, I've got a brilliant idea. Yeah, I'd like to see every home an office with a computer one day. Yeah, oh, brilliant. Thanks, Gates. Ka-ching. Now get back to work, you little nerd." Yeah? So keep your ideas to yourself and make them work for you. Maybe set up a rival company. So, what's the vibe here then? Loads of old egg-headed guys who've been working in their bedrooms since the 70s going, we must beat the Japanese at their own game.
Not exactly, no. I mean, the average age of an employee now is about 34. 27% of employees are women.
I suppose you've got to have a lot of secretaries, haven't you, if you're doing a big...
No, well, no, they're not all secretaries.
Not all of them.
No, I mean, there's a lot of women now, obviously, in positions of authority, positions of power.
Good. Excellent. I hate sexism in the workplace, and when a woman does well, I go, good. And I hate this cliche that all women in power have to be like men, and you hear this thing that, oh, look at her, she wears the trousers round here. You don't have to wear trousers if you're a woman in power. Wear a skirt, wear a short skirt if you want, and go, I'm an executive. Know that there are lovely lady legs down there, but don't look at them, look at my mind, because the only difference between me and a man is that I can have a baby. It's biological, and that's all. And on that note, if you are a lady executive and you want to have a baby, social. Bit annoying if you give a woman a job and she leaves straight away to have a baby, because that means she was pregnant at the interview, which is, or at least trying to have a kid, and I don't really want to think of her and her husband at it while I'm interviewing her.
Yeah, I think Microsoft is able to cater to women who are beginning or continuing a family.
Sure.
There's a bump club, there are nursery facilities, and I think that's part of the reason why Microsoft has become a number one employer, is because, it has facilities like that. It's, in fact, no one's, confined to their desk. People can just take their smartphone, they can come out here, they can work in the sun, they can take their laptops, grab a blanket, just sit down here by the water and, work outside.
Yeah, that's probably why you've got a bump club, If you're encouraging employees to take a blanket down to the lake, then I think they probably get carried away and then a few months later, a bambino on the way. So, just be careful, because I don't think that sex has a place at work. Come 5:30, go home, have as much sex as you want. And I don't mean all night, so you arrive at work knackered at your desk, fatigued through intercourse. You're no good to man the beast. I mean, like myself, there's no reason why you can't utterly satisfy a woman within 20 to 30 minutes, get some important paperwork done, get 8 hours sleep. Time management.
Now, David, another key Microsoft value is being able to take on big challenges and see them through to completion. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, definitely take on, challenges, big challenges, and don't be scared to, take them on and finish them, see them through
to completion.
Yep. It's like, we all have heroes, yeah? We all have some we look up to, role models. They took on challenges, they saw them through. Be more like them. Who's your hero?
I don't know. I mean, someone like Richard Branson, maybe.
Do you know mine is? Nelson Mandela. So,
what is that?
30 years in captivity. Yeah? And then, got out in about 1990. He's been out about 13 years. And he hasn't reoffended. He's going straight. And you've got to admire that. And it also shows you the prison works.
Okay, if we move on to another key value.
Shoot.
Maintaining and being informed by a passion for customers, partners and technology.
Yes.
What about that?
Very important. Passion for the customer and the technology. And that's the important thing, both. No good one without the other. If I had passion for the product, I've made the technology, it's brilliant, yeah, I'm really into it, but I don't care about the customer. So I'm selling this thing, right? You come in my shop, and you go, oh, can I buy that brilliant bit of technology? I goes, yes, you can, you little four-eyed freak. It's 400 quid. Now get out of the shop. You're making the place look untidy, right? Where's that going to leave me? And the other way around, just as bad. I've got no passion for the technology. Oh, I've made this, right? I'm in the shop. I love the customer though. You come in and go, oh, can I buy that? I go, yeah, of course you go. Yeah, your glasses look nice. I like your hair. Do you want this, do you? It's rubbish. It don't work and it's full of viruses, but I love you. Pointless.
Yeah, this is where the engineers are based.
The boffins.
Well, I don't know about the bottom.
Actually, I've got a neighbour who's in computers, and he gets really annoyed at the cliche that, every bloke who works in sort of computer software is like this nerdy little dweeb who, scared of women and, just likes Brian May records and lives with their mum and just watches loads of Doctor Who videos, which he lives with his nan. He calls her mum sometimes when he's had a nightmare, but I think he prefers Star Trek as well, so different things. On that note, a word of warning to anyone who is a little bit of a science sort of dweeb. Too much thinking makes Jack a mental case. Yeah, that's what turned Stephen Hawking's mad. Too much think. I'm not a doctor, but I think it's all that. The universe is expanding. Of course it is, Stephen. You know what I mean? Take it down. Watch a bit of telly. Robot Wars is on. You like that? You would like that, wouldn't he? He'd be very good at it, I think, because he's half man, half machine, isn't he? So he could probably think like a... Is there a form I should fill in?
Is there a what?
A form I should fill in for the MD position? Because I can do that.
Well, it's not sort of job that's sort of advertised, at the
No,
job
but
centre.
shall I leave a CV when I've got a CV in the car. It's good to always carry a CV with you. You never know when, always be looking for a better job. So, more word. Guardian on Monday, very good. Media. So...
Now, what about being self-critical, working on your own individual excellence and self-improvement? How do you
Always.
see that? Yeah.
Always working on that. So, yeah. Wow. Let's do a little experiment. Criticise yourself. Let me hear you criticise you.
Well, I don't know. I'm probably a little bit too dogmatic sometimes, a little bit too kind of focused, perhaps...
Not the obvious things. If I was to look at you, I'd go, well, your hair, 50s, geekish, uncool, get contact lenses, yeah, not wearing goggles, they call you Four Eyes, yeah, and what's that, a cheap corporate shirt, free, yeah, and it's 2 sizes too big for you, puny, work out, look good, feel good, improvement.
Right. Thanks.
Is what I'd say to you. So.
And how would you criticise yourself?
I would. I hold the mirror up to me as well. I'm, I don't know, I'm too generous sometimes, a little bit too generous with other people, and I should concentrate more on me now and again and not just, give time and money to others first, so...
Well, you've certainly torn yourself to shreds there. What about finally being accountable? That's particularly important. Taking responsibility for, your own results and the quality of your work. What are your thoughts on that?
Be responsible. Always. Fundamental. Take responsibility for your own actions and be accountable.
Right.
At all times.
Those are your thoughts, are they?
Yep. So, are you working on anything like a Robocop here? Artificial intelligence with all your computers, like androids and stuff.
A Robocop?
You probably couldn't say if you were, 'cause it'd be top secret, but I'll just say this, don't give anything away if you're watching this and you are working on anything like that, androids. Heed the warning, okay? So what usually happens is, you build an android with human intelligence, and it gets emotions, and gets jealous of humans, and goes mental and tries to kill us all. So just have a centralised switch at your own office or at headquarters where you can turn off the power if they're going mad and it stops them all. And if we'd had that in like Westworld, then Yul Brynner wouldn't have killed so many humans. So just technology.
Great. Well, thank you very much indeed for your insights, David. They've been most useful.
Pleasure. Final thought. Seen the company. Excellent. Yeah. Making your money. World leader. Yeah. Going into the future. One thing that worries me with this advancement, the children and the children's children, yeah? I don't want to get to the point where it's the year 2080 and a little girl goes to her mother, "Mummy, what's a tree?" And the mother goes, "I don't know." When you download a hologram of one from your internet.
A sobering vision of the future there. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, just to show you that, I care. I've written a song.
I don't think
it's not all. Wow, just to let you know, so something's more important than floppy disks.
Yeah, I don't think
nature.
we've got time for a song.
We're humans, so listen to the lyrics. Poignant, yeah. Businessman rich in his Rolls Royce of gold laughs at the beggar 'cause he's poor and old, but the joke is on him as the homeless replies, I feel sorry for you with your money and lies. He says, look at my home, the streets and the parks. Look at my ceiling, the stars in the dark. Take a look in the larder, the things that just grew. Take a look in the mirror, at me you'll see you. Remember...
Sorry to interrupt.
Don't.
I didn't really follow. Look in the mirror at me and you'll see you.
Yeah, take a look at the tramp and you'll go, oh, he's human, like me, there but for the grace of God go I. It can happen to all of us, so...
So you think you could become a beggar?
No, I couldn't, no. I've invested wisely. I'd kill myself before I go through someone's bins. But remember...
Sorry, sorry, just another thing that confused me. Look at the larder, the things that just grew.
His larder is sort of nature. He hasn't got household appliances like Smeg and Zanussi fridges. He just takes things off the trees when he needs them. So.
Well, you didn't do that, Josh.
Well, I couldn't, could I? Because I was.
Well, he wasn't clear.
Well, that's what he's doing. He's taking an apple off the tree and eating it. Thank you.
And where does he live that he can get apples willy-nilly? Is he living in the city?
No.
Where is he? Well, where is he? I don't know.
New Forest. So.
Right, and he's just stealing apples.
Not stealing, is he? He's taking from
He's
nature.
just scrumping.
No, and everyone goes, you're welcome, take from nature.
And he gets a balanced diet like that?
Yes, because he also eats fish.
Right, where does he get fish from?
From the river.
Right, how does he catch them?
With a net. Remember the weak, remember the poor, remember the junkie, remember the whore. Don't just worship money, all manner of things. Don't just worship the bishop, the Lord and the King.
What's this got to do with Microsoft?
It's more relevant than most of the shit they've been listening to today.
Didn't I say this would be a bad idea? I knew this would be a bad idea. We should have got Peter Kay. I said it at the time. He's cheaper, for one thing.
Spend more on the catering budget, though.
Now, David, I know you've been looking closely at our Microsoft values before you came along today. I just decided to add that for some reason.
Okay, lunch.
Okay.
I went, right, have you worked with a team?
That wasn't me, I did nothing.
What sort of interview was that? Are you qualified for this job? And he went,
Okay, here's the idea. I'm going to just leave you to answer. You don't need me in the shop.
No,
I'll do my reaction separately.
yeah, okay, good idea.
Okay, let's go. That was a good one. I thought that wasn't bad.
Man, you stupid goggle-eyed little freak of a nerd. Right, it's 400...
Sorry.
It works, it's brilliant. Now get out of my shop, we're making the place look untidy. It doesn't work, but you... God, I'm trying, I'm struggling. I'm trying my hardest.
Keep nodding on, It's ludicrous, it's fun. I'm never going to get through that.
This, yeah, you can have it. It don't work and it's full of viruses, but I love you. Pointless.
That'd be alright. Well, I don't know. Probably a little bit too dogmatic sometimes, a little bit too single-minded.
No, it's not the obvious thing. Look at you. Okay, and again. Just have a centralised switch at HQ. Okay. Android thus disabled.
Okay, alright, stop there. Hello there. The last time I spoke to you, I was lucky enough to be joined by a motivational speaker whose years of experience make him the perfect person to speak to employees like you about this subject. This management expert fuses professionalism with humanism, like that, in a way that is so easy to understand and inspirational to all, in much the same way as Winston Churchill showed compassion in his brilliant speeches to the nation whilst showing professionalism whilst defeating the Nazis. You've used professionalism twice.
Still works.
Whilst, so it's still... Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sir David, Earl of Brentshire.
My liege. Liege of gentlemen.
Yeah, time is against us, as ever.
Oh, so are the Nazis.
Okay, settle down.
Settle down now. Okay, Goodwin. Settle down now, remember? Of the comedians.
I think it's a bit before my time.
Too young.
I feel like I'm aging. If we could
like a good wine.
Yeah.
Do you like a good wine?
Always.
So do I. I think I won now. Bloody weather.
Finished?
For now.
Alright, if we can just get back to what we're actually discussing today, which is the fact that you're going to help us as we begin to think about and prepare for our mid-year personal development reviews.
Well, yeah, bit of a mouthful. As Divine Brown said to Hugh Grant.
Topical.
Okay. I level that. Topical. I think, have I got news for you? I'd love to get on that.
Has anyone got paracetamol?
Merton.
David, when we last spoke, we were discussing and thinking about the Microsoft values, and now we're hoping to expand on that and just think about how we can apply those values when we're thinking about developing our careers. If you were addressing an employee who was hoping to realise their full potential and to sort of expand and develop their career, what advice would you give?
Rule number 1, when looking for a job, it is easier to find a new job when employed than when not. So I'd say, if you're looking for a better job, use all your time at Microsoft to find that new job. Spend all your time emailing new employers, faxing, if they've got a franking machine here, go berserk, send out letters, willy-nilly saying, I'm sick here at Microsoft, it does me head in, all they're talking about is values, let me get a better job. They've exploited you, get them back.
Alright, it's all solid advice.
Yeah.
I just wonder if we could think more about if people wanted to expand their careers within the organisation.
Training. Ask for training.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it looks good on your CV. Doesn't cost you no employer anything. So he's laughing. Doesn't cost you anything, so you're laughing. Gets you out of the office for a day, which is a day not spent sitting next to some nerd going on about how his mum last night mixed up me Buffy videos with my Deep Space Nine videos, you know what I mean? So, yeah, training. Residential ones are the best, because not only do you get, a day out chatting up by the bosses over a few beers, but you get a night away from the wife and kids. Or if you're an engineer at Microsoft, a night away from your mum and nan.
Yeah. If we wanted to help maximise...
What do you want to know, Joe? Joe? Should have a badge with Joe on it, shouldn't he?
It's Jeff.
Come here. Look at that. Look at that camera. Come here. Joe 90. Joe 90. But you haven't got windscreen wipers when it rains. So. Oh, it's raining heavier than that.
David?
Yeah.
Can we stop this now?
Yeah.
We've been joined by Renton, who's an employee here at Microsoft. He's been with us, I think, for just under 2 years, and he's going to be our guinea pig today.
Wait.
And David is going to help Renton prepare for his mid-year personal development review, which we're all
Big time.
enormously excited about. I've got here, David, some guidelines, which I think we'll just...
the guidelines how to live your life according to Bill Gates, baby.
Well done.
It's all up there, in this little computer, Mr. Gates. I was illustrating a point. I was showing...
Showing off?
No. I was showing...
Showing yourself up?
No, I was showing that you shouldn't live by the rules.
They're not rules, it's just... They're not rules.
Well, don't go on.
It's just some...
Finished now, it's fixed now, let's get on with it. I was just busy asking, what is your greatest achievements over the past 12 months?
It's probably... I've probably improved my ability to work independently, not to rely on being shown what to do or be led by the hand.
Yeah, because mine, probably my TV work. I don't know if you've seen. And I've met quite a few celebrities as well over the past. You know the little round black one in Halifax ads? I met him. Forget his name, but I met him. And not the main gay, but the other gay, second gay in Big Brother 2.
Josh.
Yeah, met him.
What, in a gay club?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Outside Planet Hollywood, he was just walking. No. So, that's...
Right. Yeah, I imagine that what you were going to ask Renton specifically, though, is perhaps what's motivated him. When has he felt adrenalised over the last 6-12 months within the job?
Yeah, probably when I got the chance to be there at the beginning of a project and see it right through to the conclusion.
Mine is when I raised £416 for MenCat.
How did you do that?
Walkathon.
A what-a-thon?
Walkathon.
Walk. I thought you said something else.
Yeah. So that's mine. I mean, yours. Yeah, yours. I forget what you said.
I said about working independently.
Yeah. That's your high points. You won't do your low points. But good. So, where would you see yourself in a year's time?
I'd like to be in a managerial role.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good if you want to stay stuck in a. Oh, right, that's good. Work your way. I want to probably be hosting my own variety show, sort of a comedy-based chat. But I've been working on a few new impressions.
Oh, for the love of Christ!
No,
Should we just stay focused?
Oh, Mary, come in here and listen to this. This will not affect the pound in your pocket.
Who's that?
Harold Wilson.
Oh, more
Brilliant.
topical stuff.
Yeah,
Sticking with
Prime
that.
Minister. But Max Wall's the name. Max Wall's my name.
What is this?
Max Wall! Famous. If I had the leggings on and the boots, and on the night I'd have the wig and everything, Max Wall's the name, it'd be brilliant.
I think he's a little bit before our time.
Well, get some of the old boys in here, they all crack up.
We don't really have old boys. That's not really.
No, I've looked around, where is everyone over 40? It's like Logan's Run in here.
What's Logan's Run?
Oh, it's a film from the 70s. Come on, you must... Look, does this mean nothing? Max Wall's the name. The hell?
David, if you'll allow me, I'd just like to try and turn the tables for a moment. Imagine I'm giving you an appraisal. I know you don't actually work here at the company.
No way.
Well, you don't work here, but I'm sure there are many similarities between what you do and what we do. Can I ask you, what would you consider to be your strengths?
Strengths include, but are not limited to, the way that I set out each day to seek perfection, achieve perfection, and maintain perfection.
You're perfect.
Oh, can I quote you on that? David Brent, perfect. Head of Microsoft. Good in the CV.
I'm not the head of Microsoft.
Well,
I didn't say you were perfect.
Wait, well, played the tape back, you did.
Not really.
So,
Well, okay, well, all right, we've analysed your strengths, and you're perfect, apparently. Any point doing weaknesses?
You can ask me.
Got any weaknesses? Can't think of any?
No.
Can I suggest something? A lot of people would say that if you can't identify a weakness in yourself, that in itself is a weakness.
Well, no, if you haven't got any weaknesses, how can you identify one? What am I going to do, make them up for the sake of it?
No, but everyone's got weaknesses, because that's kind of what makes us human, you see. If you didn't have any weaknesses, that would make you a sort of Christ-like figure.
Can I quote you on that?
Definitely not. Can we try a whole different tack? How could you improve the job you do?
I'd need more hours in the day.
Right. Better time management?
Oh, no, I mean to improve the job I do.
Right.
Right, which is, sort of like pretty much 100% efficient. To, get any more out of that, they'd have to literally have more hours in the day. You know what I mean? The day would have to go on and on.
Yeah, today feels like it is.
Yeah, good. That means you're packing it in.
I feel like packing it in at the moment. Something we've not discussed is mentoring, and I'd like, if I could, to read something that the acting MD has written.
Acting MD, yeah. I'd like to be acting MD at the moment here, Brent, and let me tell you a little story about your wonderful company. I sent in a perfectly good CV. I didn't even get an interview. That's...
Maybe you're not qualified for it.
Oh, well, let's see, shall we? Let's ask the little man on the floor. What do you want out of an MD?
I don't know, someone friendly, approachable, I suppose.
Oh, interesting.
They got to be a good people person, good communicator, and a good listener.
Yeah, so that's the horse's mouth. I think he speaks for everyone.
Well, he doesn't speak for everyone.
Well, do you want to speak for everyone?
So,
and he's just said that I have the exact qualities needed to be the MD at Microsoft. So, friendly, approachable, people person, good listener, funny.
Well, you didn't say funny.
Do you want the MD to be funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Do you think I'm funny? I think, do you think I'm funny at all? Oh, he seems to think I'm funny, I don't know.
Are you putting faces to make him laugh?
No, he just thinks I'm funny. That's correct. Microsoft.
Mentoring, shall we? Mentors are like sages. They need to be warm and wise. By dealing on a personal level, they focus exclusively on your needs and have no ulterior motives. This is a great way to pass on practical knowledge and management tools.
You
And
said sages there, did you? Little book I carry around with me, full of real sages. What does that say?
Wadsi Wan de Kiru Everton. Native American wisdom.
Native American wisdom. Yeah, just a little book I carry with me, and it's the real sages.
Yeah.
Not always one. Okay, this is from a Cherokee chief, not acting chief. Yeah, there is no death, only a change of worlds.
Brilliant.
Wisdom.
What's it got to do with this?
Wow, there's no death, just a change of world. Use it spiritually within your normal job.
What are you talking about?
And well,
How is it relating to us at
well, it
Microsoft?
could be anything, couldn't it? A change of worlds, new job. I'm not dead. I've got a new job, a better job. There's a picture of John O'Malley. So what have they got? Pocahontas.
Still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Native American wisdom.
Yeah, not a big book.
Oh, racist. Still.
Can we focus on appraisals?
Yeah.
That's very much what you're being paid for. So if we could just...
Here you are, for something you should be interested in. Your illustrious leader. Fact. Bill Gates, right? If he drops £5,000, just drop £5,000 he drops in the street, he doesn't pick it up. Litterbug. Can't.
It's not true.
It is true.
So-
See it on the documentary. He could drop thousands of pounds, not worth his while bending over to pick it up, so he doesn't bother.
It's not true, it's erroneous. It's
Oh,
just- it's-
look at me using long words like you, Bill. I think I want to be like you. I'm a genius like you. That's why I'm wearing these little nerdlinger glasses like you. Yeah. So
What's this got to do with appraisals?
Well, I'm just saying, don't stick up for him just because he's the boss. You know, if the
Not
boss is
sticking up
wrong,
for him.
well, no. If the boss is wrong, tell them they're wrong. If anyone's wrong, say they're wrong. That's stand up. It's an exercise.
What's this got to do with appraisals?
Because
We've got-
appraisals are a two-way thing. I've told him what I think of him. I've said, oh, you nerdlinger glasses and all that, you little dweeb, and that. Say what you think of me. If you think, shut me up. Say, Brent, you're talking rubbish. You're an idiot. Call me an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Mate, exactly. Call me an idiot. Say I'm an idiot.
You are an idiot.
Right, good. Okay, good.
You are a stupid, fat, little idiot.
Okay, good.
You've got a stupid little kind of piggy face
Right.
and a little snout for a nose.
You look like an alcoholic elf.
Good.
don't.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing it.
You're a single cell of annoyance that's crawled out of the primordial slime and just put on a bad shirt and like a cheap tie.
Good, okay.
And, I got more.
Some more.
You're facile.
Oh.
You're sort of imbecilic. You're ill-informed. You're ill-educated. You've got to admit that. You've got the sense of humour of an 8-year-old.
Yeah, no,
And do you know when I saw you when you came in today? I saw your face and I just wanted to punch it straight away. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by that? But it's just, but it's like I thought, I better not because if I just keep on punching forever and ever and ever.
That's why you wouldn't stop.
I wouldn't be able to
stop.
stop.
Pummel me into like a little massive.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I didn't. But
Good. Feel better?
I do feel better.
Good.
I have to say
It
it's-
works.
It's not a bad. It's sort of
no,
it feels-
exactly.
it's
That's
kind
what
of
it's for.
releasing.
And all that. Just
You're an imbecile.
Oh, he still does. Just pretend.
It's worth
make
calling
it feel
it, yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. No, I've got to say, I genuinely think you've helped me, Fatso.
Okay, good.
Well, what can I say? Thanks very
Yeah.
much indeed for watching.
Yeah.
And from me and this shaved baboon in a suit. I think say goodbye, pig boy.
Bye.
It was good.
Oh,
really?
marvellous.
What's that? What's that? Something there?
Oh God.
Well, I'll crouch down behind you.
No.
Yeah.
Come on. This is ridiculous. Okay. That's a good outtake.
Give me quite a big piece, I think. Oh, nice.
Quite a few celebrities over the last year as well. You know the one in. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
He has got a funny face. You cannot deny that.
No.
I mean, it is hard. Max Walker, mate.
There's a tiny bit of tape that...
It's got Max Wall. Should have leggings and stuff and a wig, but it's just.
I think it's a little bit before that.
As well, that's why I'm wearing this little nerd glasses.
Hey, well, I didn't do anything.
A night away from your mum and nan. Because mine, probably TV work. Just go into the boss and go, I am stressed out of my tits, man. Oh. You're not busy tomorrow, are you?
Much more than that.
Oh, Mr. Gates, look at the long words I learned, so I can be like you, like my gimp glasses as well. Sticking up for him. Just...
You never said gimp before.